such a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Power football with the run. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Washington. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Here's the handoff. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
That's caught. It's Horton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Catch in the middle, it's Horton. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Washington. Puts it out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. He wants to throw it again. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmy.
Fires toward the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go-backs. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational.
Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Washington. Oh, he makes the catch. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Got some room in to the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're working that left side. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Throwing to the fullback, if he starts chugging, he can be dangerous, but the defense stopped him before the first chug.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little time to get that speed up and running. He didn't have it there. Give the defense a ton of credit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to bull his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this was knocked away incomplete, but it looked like a free play. Defense in the neutral zone. Let's check the call. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd and 10 here. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And this defense did a really good job honing in on the pass. And just 3 passes in a row, they kind of got predictable. I'd love to see this offense have a little bit more balance moving forward.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for his man. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Going right and going deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheel.
That shit don't work. That shit don't work. That shit don't work. My ball.
The defense's attention.
That comeback route shit dead today.
Coming up big on
No.
4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Under fire. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown USC.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Pulls it in down the sideline. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Steps away to find some room. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Gets it out quickly. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Owens. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Touchdown, Trojans! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Oregon, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Using his legs, it's Trainer. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's past the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Ducks will have it first and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw, but with him.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2.
Man, that is a decision offensively that potentially gets you fired as a head coach if you don't come through with that. You could have just tied the game with an extra point, but instead you go for 2 to take the lead, and they get it. Wow.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got it inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Snap in the shotgun. Going for 6. Picked off to stop the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't help that.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Graham.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Horton. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Graham. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, a big key for the defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass. We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Touchdown, Ducks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
USC 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. That's reeled in. It's Ginn. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here. But that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Dumps it to the back. Complete. And
That motherfucker short. Let's go. Easy work. Easy work. Let's go. That motherfucker short. Ain't no way you got another chance. That motherfucker short.
You're throwing for it. Everything
This
has
shit
to go
over
right.
with, baby. Jeez, my nigga. Got your easy work.